welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. What made you decide to come back?
Well, I'm in fantastic shape. After I retired, I took a lot of time for myself. I kept training, and it's fun to train, but sometimes it's fun to train for a reason. I'm training more for longevity, but to train also for to have the kick of the adrenaline of competition. It's always interesting, and because of the nature of the sport in submission wrestling, jiu-jitsu, the risk of injuries are to a minimum. So let's do it. It's fun.
Yeah. That's the reason, because it's a jiu-jitsu tournament, and that's the reason you're doing that and not coming back to MMA, for instance.
I used to train because I wanted to be the strongest man in the world. Right now, at 42, I have other priorities in my life that are more important. When I was young, that was my priority. Now I have other things that are more important. So I returned to competition to compete for that reason, because I still like the kick of it, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's something different that I haven't done before, and because also the UFC are taking over, I believe it's gonna bring the sport to a whole different level.
Yeah.
And I want to be part of it to help the sport to grow and make it known to the world.
Yeah, it's the Fight Pass International in December. What can you tell me about this event?
Yeah, it's Fight Pass Invitational. It's December 14th, and I'm going to be part of the event with some guys that are fighters, current fighters. Some could be veteran fighters. Some could also be specialized grapplers, or specialized jiu-jitsu practitioners, or submission wrestlers. So it's can't wait.
Yeah. What can you tell us about your opponent?
I don't know who will be my opponent now. We're going to have to sit down. I have a list of different guys that I'm going to go over. It's hard for me to know who I will be facing, because a lot of guys that when they retire, they gain weight, or some lose weight, some choose a different path of life that is not very healthy. So I needed to know first who is available, and it could be anybody. I will have to sit down with my team, with the UFC, and see who the fans want me to compete against.
Yeah, this is also quite new for you, right? Because normally you accept the opponent and then comes a fight. Now you accept the fight and you don't know the opponent.
Yeah, I when I used to compete, I was fighting whoever. I didn't have any word to say. Now it's more like a partnership. The way I see it, it's promotion. It's something that it's going to be a formidable opponent, but some like more. It's more for the fans. Who the fans want to see me against.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think all the fans are happy to see you back in what way, or MMA or jiu-jitsu. It's also a little bit of a risk for you, right? You're the great George St-Pierre, you have a great legacy, one of the best to ever do it. Now you're putting your legacy on the line. Not your legacy is set, but everybody wants to beat you. It's a little bit risky for you. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah, of course. Everybody if they have a chance, they see the name GSP, George St-Pierre. They want to take that name and put them on their resume. Even though it's not mixed martial art, it's grappling. It's gonna help them promote. It's gonna promote them. But I'm not gonna give it to them. I'm gonna take them out. I'm a very competitive person.
Yeah.
Even though it's not mixed martial art, I'm very competitive, and I'm taking this very seriously. I believe I do have the best team to get prepared for this sort of competition as well. I'm training under John Danauer and all the guys in Austin, and I will, in the next few weeks, few months, I will be doing a lot of back and forth traveling between Austin and Montreal.
Good. What is it that you miss most? I understand training is not the same as fighting. The competitive element is not the same. What do you miss most about competing?
What I miss the most about competing is the interaction I have with the fans. Today I went to the press conference. I feel the love of the fans. The energy, it's something that you can't get anywhere else, to that magnitude. And of course, it's going to be a lot of stress. Even though the risk is not the same, it's still stressful, because when I was fighting, my biggest fear was not to get hurt. My biggest fear was to lose. and because I'm the nature of who I am, I don't want to be humiliated. I want to win this, you know. So I'm aware that I'm always at my best when I am under pressure, and that's why I do it. You know, I perform at my best under pressure, and I'm gonna do it again. I try to put pressure on myself and to deliver.
One of the people we've seen you training with, I think, at least you saw the picture with John Danaher and Elon Musk. Have you been rolling with him? What can you tell me about him? How good is his ground game? Give us the secrets.
For me, it was a dream come true. I really admire Elon for all his accomplishment and all the idea that he stands for. To have a chance to meet him and train with him, it was amazing. We had a great time. He is much stronger than the average man. He's very tough.
Yeah.
He had a judo background.
So he's actually got some skills.
Yeah, and you know, we all know that when he put his sight on something and he wants it, he's unstoppable. And this is, I believe, the best quality that a combat athlete can have. However, I will. That's ultimately his choice if you want to do it or not. But and I let him know that I will be there to help him if he needs my help. But there's a part of me, because you need to realize he's no ordinary man. He's extremely busy. And if you take some of his time to prepare himself for this, as a part of me feel bad about it, because things that he does, the time that he that he dedicate on his work are things that can change the fate of humanity or change the fate of humanity. And I believe it's way more important than fighting. So I hope this thing get resolved in a different way.
You don't think it's going to happen?
I don't know.
No.
It's up to him and to Mr. Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Should it happen? Zuckerberg is getting some professional help, I believe. Would you like to play a role in the training camp, be a coach, or give him some advice, train with him?
I'm committed to help Elon, and I you know, like I said, I just gave my opinion on the matter. I think these guys are. I think they're above that. They're too important. These kinds of human being are especially like Elon, doesn't come often enough. He's very important to us, and we need to make sure, you know what I mean? Like
focus on the right thing.
Focus on the right thing. It's too important.
All right. Last thing for me, we're in Las Vegas now. UFC 290 coming up on Saturday. Any fight in particular you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, all the fight are going to be interesting. The final is great. Volkanovski is probably the best fighter right now, pound for pound. He's fighting a guy coming from a new generation now. One of the thing that you see from that fighters that are called GOAT as on their resume is that they fought their they beat the previous generation, they beat their generation, and they beat also the future generation. And now Volkanovski has an opportunity to do that, to beat someone who's from the future generation. So that's why this fight is very special for him.
Right.
But for him, for the fan.
Well, anyway, great to have you back. GSP, one of the best who ever do it.
Thank you.
14 December, looking forward to it. And yeah, good luck.
Thank you very much for the support, guys. Cheers.